Andrew, Jeff, and Steve here with your Link Realty update. I'll introduce this guy a little bit later, but we wanted to give you our November update for what we think you can do to help grow your business. And that is real simple. Use video. We have heard and have looked at research that people would rather see you on camera than get a text or an email from you. We know that texts and emails can be misread, and when you're on camera, those misconceptions go away. They can understand the tone. It helps put a face with a name, and then creates that trust before you even meet them in some cases. And then there's kind of a scientific thing to it with what's called proximity without physical proximity, and that's just essentially having them feel like you're with them every step of the way, as opposed to being somewhere else, which they lose that sense when you're calling or texting. Jeff?
Yeah, so that's why we provide BombBomb. It's a great video tool that's super easy, user-friendly. It's available for all our agents to use at any time. You can use your phone, desktop, iPad, and record a quick video, shoot an email or text to somebody. You can use it to create an intro to a new client that maybe you just met, follow-up, next step type video for educating them on what they need to do to get started to enter the market looking for homes, like get pre-approved with Steve or get their down payment together and that kind of stuff. So it's a great tool. You guys obviously have access to it, and some of you have used it. So that's why we wanted to kind of reinforce that message that it's a great way to implement into your business and put a face to the name.
You also have an opportunity to build a library, and I do a mixture of both personalized video and general video, and Jeff can speak a little bit more to this, but if you build a library, it's something that can have a shelf life that you can use over and over for things like, how to
navigate inspections, right, or even preparing your house to sell. I usually try to keep mine pretty vague so I can reuse them instead of saying their name and being a specific video for that person that I'd have to reshoot and only be able to use once. But yeah, it's a great way to educate. We've got kind of building out the library. We've got overviews of the listing agreement, the buyer agency agreement, the contract, negotiating strategies and options that you can use to write a stronger, more competitive offer, et cetera. So.
And you might be thinking about who you can send this to. Jeff mentioned a few earlier, new clients or leads. That's perfect because that helps build that trust. But you can also utilize it for active clients. Sometimes it's an encouraging note to keep going because it's a tough market. Sometimes it's an open house guest that you were able to capture their email address. Think about sending them a video as opposed to an email, thanking them for visiting your open house. I bet a lot of agents aren't doing that in the market. So there's a lot of different people that you can send these videos to, which will help grow your business.
There's a lot of easy ways to get started too. Sometimes it's a little overwhelming to sit down and create a video, and you think you sound and look stupid, which you may, but still it's a good way to get started and break the ice. So I think happy birthdays, congratulations on life events, congratulations on getting your offer accepted. What client wouldn't rather have you doing a rah-rah dance or something instead of just sending them a text, offer is accepted. So I think have some fun with it, and the more you do it, the more comfortable you'll be, and it's okay to feel and look stupid sometimes.
So you all are probably wondering who this guy is over here kind of lurking in the corner. That is my good friend, Steve Tremaine, who I've known for many years. And I'll let him share a little bit about what he does and what his new position and new company are.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for the opportunity to get to hang out here with you guys and get to meet via video your team. I have been in the mortgage industry for about 20 years and decided to take an opportunity to open up a branch here in Kansas City, the first branch for Neighborhood Loans. Neighborhood Loans is based out of Chicago. It's been around, they've been around since about 2005. But I get the privilege of opening the first branch here in KC. So New office space. Just actually got office furniture yesterday and internet, and finally get to be working from there. But it's at 407 West Gregory Boulevard, so it's right next door to the old Louis Wine Dive. And so great part of town, really close to where I live, which is very convenient for me, and very, very fun place. So yeah, I'm excited about it.
Great.
So I used Steve for one of my clients recently that was concerned about being able to buy and sell and not have a frantic move or end up being homeless because they weren't able to secure a property in our tough market for buyers. So they utilized the bridge loan option, which worked out great for them and relieved a lot of their stresses. So I thought maybe you could tell them a little bit about how that works. Yeah,
the bridge loan is a great product to do just that. Help somebody be able to buy a house without selling their house first. They can help pay off, not just be a down payment on the new house, but they can also pay off existing debts that may keep them from qualifying. So auto loans or current first mortgage or credit card debts or whatever it may be. So it gives people flexibility to be able to qualify to put that offer in without it being contingent upon the sale of their house.
That's pretty useful in this type of market, isn't it?
Right, right.
Yeah, they loved it and it worked out great. And yeah, I think the biggest objection the sellers are having these days is, what am I going to be able to buy? I know you can sell my house in a day or a week, but how am I going to get into the next place? And I think that's a great tool to give them that peace of mind.
Great. Well, before we let you get out of here, everybody asks, what are today's interest rates and what are they going to be? And so Lawrence Yoon, the chief economist for NAR, said he expects them to go up a little bit and sort of plane out next year, but there's definitely an increase coming. So what do you think?
I think he's an idiot. I wouldn't trust that guy. No, I'm just kidding. I would say that he's most certainly correct. We've seen interest rates climb just a little bit from being in the mid to upper twos to now being right around 3% on a 30-year fixed, around 2.5% on a 15-year. Of course, with FHA loans, you got lower interest rates. They're still down in the upper twos. But I think that, we would see some definite increase in interest rates. I think that overall, economists would say that our economy needs to see that adjustment. But, with the demand that we have with buyers, I don't think that any increase in rates is going to slow the market down at all.
Right. Well, it's definitely at a point where I think people see this owning a home as a something they can financially handle with these type of interest rates, whereas maybe in the past it was a big stretch for people.
Right, right.
Yeah, money's so cheap. I mean, it's hard to imagine even under 5 not being desirable. So.
Right. From a historical perspective, it's still very, very low. And a lot of financial advisors are recommending people to basically put as little down as possible. If you have assets that are in the market growing, they're likely doing better than 3%.
Right. So. Yep. Absolutely. Well, great info. We appreciate you being here. As always, look forward to working with you in the future. You do my own personal needs for lending, both investment and personal homes. So I appreciate that.
Yep.
So make sure you check out Steve, give him a ring. And as we close out today, a big reminder, what should they use? What product does Link provide them?
BombBomb.
All right. Well, definitely use it. It's real easy, as Jeff said earlier. You can use it on your phone, on your desktop. Start easy. The easiest thing, I think Jeff and I both started with happy birthdays, as opposed to just sending a text. We just sent them kind of a silly video wishing them, some of our clients, a happy birthday. So start there. Any other tips on video?
No, just do it. So it's easy and it's free because we paid for it. And yeah, just lean into it and leverage it and connect with your clients. So
our only other tip for the month of November would be start in the slow months, which November might be one of those months, updating your follow-up boss. It's another product that Link Realty provides to you. And as an added bonus, it can integrate with what we were talking about earlier today, BombBomb, and we'd be happy to show you how that works. But just think about setting up your own action plan where a lead comes in and you're able to send off a video that is much better than just an autoresponder. So have a great rest of the month, and thank you, Steve.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next time.
See you guys.